Are you willing to be a tax team and a second apron team then?
Yes, if we need to go there. If we are a second apron team, we still know we have internal growth to get better. And so if we land there, we know we have the sustainability to retain our top talent. It's part of it. And we have to figure out how to navigate it. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. The one thing it does allow you to do is retain your best talent. You got to make some tough decisions, and it puts downward pressure on the roster. But we get to retain our best players. And that was the hard part. That was the heavy lift from the 19-22 wins that we had for 3 years. The heavy lift was how do we get the best talent? And now we know we have that in-house. Now we have to refine it, right? We have to get better in terms of playoff situations. How do we win on the margins? All this stuff. How do we get stronger? How are we working on our diet, our sleep, all this stuff that goes into winning. The heavy lift was getting the talent here. And even with some really stringent rules put in place, we can keep our top talent. The league did that to us. It's unfortunate. Actually, I don't know if it was intended for small markets, but intending the small markets worse than the teams that were so extraordinarily into the tax. It was to take them down a notch. The good news is we built and constructed this roster to take those kind of blows. It's one thing if you're still needing to add core pieces and you're in the second apron. It's one other thing if you didn't have the success you think you could have, and you're in the second apron, you have to kind of get out of that second apron to rebuild or reconstruct. We like where we are from a roster standpoint. We still feel like we have internal growth. No restrictions in terms of going into the tax. We haven't been a tax team in a long time. I think, with Dan and Grant and the Gilbert family, I think we take for granted how much they bring to the table, and not just the financial resources that they give us. I think what's been incredible in terms of this process, from rebuild to perennial playoffs to trying to get to that next level, is their patience, but their positivity, player engagement. It's been remarkable to work for the family, because even when I'm upset and going through it, they keep the process of how we're going to continue to get better. And the tax is just a part of that. That's just a part of that. It's just a part of that. And we're really fortunate to have Dan and his support, but his optimism, his positivity, fail fast, get up quick, that's all been ingrained into us, and that's been a part of this culture. And so we're fortunate. And yeah, we'll get into how deep we'll go into the tax. Obviously, the new CBA creates some challenges for us, but he's going to be unwavering in his support.